It's the late 90s, and I'm walking down the hallway at school when I notice a poster for night classes. I rush into the guidance counselor's office to let him know that I need to sign up. Are you sure? He asks. You already have more than enough credits to graduate. Yes, I love learning, I beam. But what my counselor doesn't know is that the thing really driving me is the fear of my mother and the desire to spend as much time away from her as I can. He lets me know the crowd is a bit different at night school. On my first day, as I walk in, I look around and I immediately second guess my decision. These aren't the types of people I'm used to seeing in school. Most are older, and they look like they have a criminal record. When I walk into my room, I see a group of kids who look nerdy like me sitting in the front, and I sigh in relief. I walk over to one of the girls and I ask if I can sit next to her. She looks confused as the room is still half empty, but says yes. Smiling, I sit down and I start talking to her. She's sweet and easy to talk to. I chat with her all through break, avoiding the criminal looking kids in the hall. Class ends, and in no hurry to get home, I ask her if she wants to get ice cream. She looks at me a little surprised. Yeah, I would love to. Thus began a weekly routine. There were many late night ice cream dates and homework reviews. It was fun, and then night school ended and we lost touch. Years later, I'm sitting on my living room floor, lost and paralyzed, a shadow of a person peeking out from behind a mountain of tissue. My marriage has ended. My husband had an affair and a child with someone else while we were still married. I'm wondering how I can even go on living. The world might be a better place if I didn't exist. The pain of rejection burned so bright inside of me. I'd already survived a childhood of torment and abuse at the hands of my mother. Not having her love had left a hole the size of an ocean in my world. Now to be rejected again by someone who had vowed to love me for the rest of his life? How am I supposed to move on from this? The problem clearly has to be me. It seems like no one can love me. I'm standing on the edge of an emotional cliff, ready to let go. It feels too painful. With each passing month, I fall deeper into this pit of despair. The tears keep flowing, lubricating my hands, making my grip on this emotional cliff harder and harder to hold on to. I can feel myself slipping. Ding! Something jars me back to reality. It's a message notification. Grateful for the distraction, I open it right away. As I start to read it, more tears flow, but for a different reason. I'm in shock. This message? Now? Dear Navi, I don't know if you even remember me. I've been wanting to send you this message for a long time. I don't think you realize the impact you had on my life. I was struggling so badly when we met. Things had been really bad at home and life was really hard. I wondered if I even mattered to anyone. I was on the edge of an emotional cliff ready to let go. Until you came along with your smile and your warmth. You offered your friendship and kindness without hesitation. You made me feel like I was seen and mattered, and by doing that, you pulled me back from that edge without even knowing it. Life is good now, and I'm really happy. I married a wonderful man and I have a baby, and I'm so grateful I didn't go off that cliff. And that is very much because of you and the kindness you showed me. I wanted to write you this letter to say thank you. How could this be coming to me now, when I'm on the edge of that same cliff, questioning if I matter? The letter is from the girl I went to night school with. I remember her, of course, but we were never that close, were we? She was just a night school friend. How could I have had any impact on her life? I barely knew her. I hadn't done anything special. I had just been myself. And then I realized this was the universe answering my question. I mattered. I was enough. Me being me, showing up in small moments of kindness, had been enough to save someone's life. And her showing up in gratitude had been enough to validate my existence and save mine right back. I learned that no kindness is ever wasted. All the love you put out there is making its way back to you when you can see it and when you can't. The small moments are the big moments. Your existence alone has the power to help heal someone in ways you may never even realize. So never underestimate the healing power of the smallest kindness. Your smile, your radiance, your warmth are creating ripples of impact that just may be the thing that changes someone's life.